Greetings, everyone. I am Lord Malvern, and welcome to Darkest Dungeon. This is available on Steam Early Access for around $20. It's basically a sort of like if a roguelike and XCOM came together and had a baby. That would be a good way of describing this game. It's kind of got dungeon crawler elements and tactical elements, and of course upgrades for your party and stuff as well. So why don't we go ahead and create a campaign? You can see I've already started one, but we're gonna for our series we're gonna create our own campaign. Just click on the letter here, and let's see here. What shall we name this one? Let's go with... There we go. Took a screenshot of that. Sure, that'll be on Reddit. Darkest Luncheon. Yes. All the foul luncheon meats. The terror of the olive loaf.
You will arrive along the old road.
Alright.
It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Alright. Well, okay, we're going to be loading up the tutorial now, I believe. It'll give me a chance to sort of go over the basic systems of the game. As soon as it actually loads up. It has been loading a bit slow on my machine, but I haven't heard of anybody else experiencing issues with it loading, so alright, we're just gonna go ahead and press space to continue. We start off in an empty room, and we can move forward by clicking on the next room in the map here. You can see we start off with a Crusader, who's kind of like he's kind of tanky. He's these bars, he's got HP and stress meter. Now, the stress meter is sort of like the sanity meter in, what's it called? In Eternal Darkness from the GameCube, if any of you remember that. Basically, except it doesn't... It doesn't... like in the GameCube version, there would be like sanity effects that would happen, as in the GameCube game Eternal Darkness, there would be sanity effects that would happen as the stress meter increases, whereas in this game, once you reach 100, some insanity effect occurs on the person. So it can be good, it can be bad. It depends on the person. But generally, you do not want that to hit 100. It's mostly bad. Okay, so our Crusader here has Smite, which is, if you look at the dots there, it's means he can do it from the forward position or the second most forward position. and it hits the first two enemies, the front two enemies. Okay, so you can see that Smite 1 doesn't attack the back. Actually, he doesn't really have anything that attacks the back. So he's a pretty forward-facing guy. Our Highwayman, meanwhile, he can attack the back with his pistol shot, and he can sort of attack the back with his grape shot blast. Okay, now if we were to hover over these, you can see base values as well as their what their equipment what sort of what their equipment grants them, which, you know, since we're starting off with default equipment, they don't really get anything except for I guess one of these things gives them, oh, let's see here, it could be an ability, which if I right click, you'll see that they have quirks, excuse me, not abilities, quirks, which will, let's see here, this one gives him plus 15% stun resist, this one gives him plus 2 speed. This one doesn't allow him to gamble when he's in town, so that's something we'll get to later. Now, these preferred positions are very helpful. They tell you which position the unit should be in order to be most effective. You can see that for this guy, Dismas, he is most effective in the second or third positions. I think Dismas is not going to be the name we keep, though. We're going to call him, let's see here, we are in the Darkest Luncheon, so let's call him Olive Loaf. Alright. You can also see that his resistances down here, which will be important later on as well. And while we're renaming our guys, let's name him. Rename Renauld. We'll call him Roast Beef. Yeah, because he's a tank, and so he's a very beefy guy. That's my reasoning. I don't know why I called the Highwayman Olive Loaf. Alright, so we can move forward with the A and D keys, move around with the A and D keys, or you can click forward or click backward. Now, as we move around, we lose light in our light meter here. We can't do anything about that yet because we don't have any torches in this the tutorial, obviously. So, okay. So now that we're actually in combat, we can go ahead and we can either click on these or use the number keys. Hovering over enemies gives us their hit chance as well as damage potential. So 83% to hit this guy for 4 to 9 damage. Alright, we'll just click on him and take care of business. Okay, so I'm going to smite this guy with roast beef. We didn't quite kill him. We're going to go ahead and open his veins again.
Press disadvantage.
Jeez.
Give them no quarter.
I'm not sure Olive Loaf really does do anything about opening veins. It might clog them. Okay, so in dungeons we will have interactable objects like this tent. We can go ahead and check inside the tent for valuables. Some of these will be trapped in actual dungeons.
There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Let's just move on. Okay, now we have our second encounter in the game. We first surprise them because it's the tutorial, so they're being easy on us. We're going to go ahead and grape shot these guys. And they dodge. Not good. Let's see here. We could Zealous Accusation, but that's... You see, this guy takes up two spots. So, that's not going to be as effective as a smite. So, we'll just smite him. Alright. We'll do a grape shot again. This time it connects. Alright. Oh, he critted us. Yeah, see, crits against us increase our stress. Crits against them and decrease our stress. Alright. Let's continue with our grape shot smite combination here. Keep on getting the guy in the back with any luck. Looks like roast beef has a bleed effect at the moment. That means he takes 2 damage per round automatically. These guys are dodging. Let's go ahead and kill this guy with smite.
Perhaps the turning point.
And see, sometimes killing an enemy will relieve the stress of the person who killed them. So,
as the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
For some reason, that crit didn't lower the
a singular strike.
The strength, the stress of olive loaf, but whatever. So we get some citrine, some onyx, and some gold. We'll take all of that. And let's see here. Now we can we could leave, but let's see here. Now, who has the best trap resistance? I think looks like Olive Loaf does. So why don't we have him try it? It's of course trapped, but he doesn't get affected by it. Okay. Let's go ahead and exit the dungeon. And you can see we got a decent amount of gold to start with, and some family crests, which are used to upgrade buildings in the town, which you'll see in just a minute. Alright, now at the completion of each dungeon, there's a chance you'll get a new perk or disadvantage. So let's see here. Roast beef got hard noggin, which is great, 15% stun resist. And Olive Loaf got, Weald Scrounger. So that's specific to the Weald dungeon, which is a little bit later on in the game, but you know, that's a good thing to remember. All right, let's return to town. Okay, and while this is loading, I'll sort of talk about what we do in the town. In the town, we recruit new.
Welcome home. Such
What
as
we are
it
about
is.
to see.
This squalid
Okay, so in the
hamlet,
town we
these
get our
corrupted
activity.
lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Okay, so in the town we get our activity log, which if we had people in the town, it would tell us, you know, what they've been up to and stuff like that. I won't go back. I'm sorry, roast beef, but you have to. You are only at 35 stress. You are going to go in our next dungeon. So, and of course you can hit, as that pop-up said, you can hit the H key to sort of get all the basic information when you actually play the game. This is a graveyard where they'll
Most
have...
will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
as you can hear, there is a lot of narration in this game. It's very good voice acting too. I really.
And men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
I really don't like talking over it as much as I can. So, let's see here. So we're going to start off. I think you always start off with these four guys. At least it's
battlefield.
That's what I've seen so far. So you always get a Crusader, a Highwayman, a Plague Doctor, and a Vestal to start with. The Plague Doctor is kind of the AoE debuff character, and the Vestal is kind of the cleric character. She also can do some melee damage and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and, if you press the plus key here, you can upgrade the various buildings. So we're going to upgrade this so that next time we get 3 heroes, and we'll be able to hold more heroes, which will be crucial later on, since these guys are probably going to get stressed out of their minds when we actually run this next dungeon here. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and rename these guys. Have to right click to do that. He's a Ruins Adventurer, plus 20 stress resist. That's good. First round, he's minus 15 damage. Light below 0, he's negative 10 damage. So he's not. Those are not great. Let's go ahead and rename him. He is going to be. Let's call him Chicken, since he's got a beak like a chicken. And yeah. Not gonna comment on his he doesn't seem to have any he has a lot of stress resist, so he's not exactly chicken, but he's let's see here. Alright, so this one has 10% scouting chance for the Weald as well. Minus 15% stress resist for Eldritch type. And minus 10% blight resist. Alright. Let's call her Mortadella. That sounds like a feminine name. Even though it's basically like bologna, except with chunks of fat in it. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and embark on our next quest here.
A mecca of madness.
It's going to be in the ruins. It's going to be a skirmish.
Your work begins.
And now we choose the order of our party. We're going to, let's see here. We're going to put him not in the second one. We're going to put him in the third one. We'll put him in the, yeah, it looks like he'd be fine in the second. She would prefer the second or the third, but yeah, okay. She'd be able to heal us from the back at least. So that'll be pretty crucial. And then we'll get our provisions. Provisions are the things you take into the dungeon, but you can't take out. So there are things like food. We'll be bringing about 8 food. We'll also bring a shovel, which will help us clear obstacles. And we'll be bringing about 8 torches. Alright. So this looks good. We're going to go ahead and click on Embark. And while it's loading, I'm going to drink some water. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun playing this game, in the the couple of
A feat
hours
must
I've
be
spent
brought
with
back.
it.
And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
All right, so I mean, it's a very tactical game, like I said before. It's I if you like games like XCOM and stuff like that, I would highly suggest you get it. It's only $20 on Steam. Now, I forget if I mentioned that or not, but yeah, I love this game. All right, let's move on to our next room. Let's go to this one. And we'll keep an eye on our light here. Okay, got a sack. Sack's contents are ours. Oh, got a trap.
Ambushed by foul invention.
And let's keep on moving forward. Let's go ahead and light a torch, because it's our light has gone below 75 there, and we're in an empty room. Okay, let's move forward. Continue down this hallway. What is this? A decorative urn. Okay. Let's have our plague doctor check inside of it. He at least resisted that. I figured he probably would. I think he has the highest resistant blight and disease, right? Yeah, looks like. Looks like olive loaf would have been alright, and roast beef as well. So, anyway, that was probably an undue risk. And we got surprised there, so our turn order is completely screwed up. We can only do pistol shot from over here. Let's let's go ahead and do a pistol shot. Yeah, we just go ahead and kill them. The spiders aren't really the biggest what am I trying to say? The spiders aren't exactly the toughest enemies you'll encounter in this game, so it's this shouldn't be too much of an issue. Now go ahead and smite it, and
give them no quarter.
That was easy, as I said. All right. So we'll keep, we should remember to move him back to where he was. Get back to where he once belonged. To remember, you have to right-click the items in order to use them.
We require only the strength to follow it.
Okay, and we're back to an empty room. So we go back through the hallway we just went into. Now, when we go back through the hallway we just went into, we don't lose as much light, which is that's a good feature, I think. You don't want to penalize people for having to backtrack. Alright, you're hungry already. Alright, well, go ahead and eat. Okay, so we can put somebody in the confession booth, and they can, I believe it relieves stress or removes one of their negative traits. Let's see here. Roast beef is a kleptomaniac. We have to remember that. That's pretty bad, because that means if he loots something, there's a chance that he'll just take the items and not share them with the party, which is pretty bad. Let's go ahead and light a torch. Let's see if we can get that out of him. Heroes absolved of a slim... Yeah, kleptomaniac purged. Great. That's fantastic. Alright, so... this one is locked. We'll have our highest trap-resistant person try to unlock it. That's gonna be olive loaf. And he resisted the trap. Okay. Let's go into our next room. And we encounter, but we surprise them. We have an encounter. So it looks like two, okay, it's Bone Rabble, Bone Soldier, Bone Arbalist, and Bone Courtier. Bone Courtier does stress damage, so they'll increase the stress meter. We do not want that. We need to make sure that that guy dies sooner rather than later. So let's see if we can target him. Take out 5 damage. That's a good start. Let's go ahead and heal Olive Loaf. And let's see here. Looks like our Plague Doctor has something called Battlefield Medicine, which cures blight and bleed. That's actually pretty awesome. Let's see here. He can't really... He could hit this guy in the back and sort of shift him forward. That would make him easier to hit with other people. No, well, we do that. And our Crusader can only hit the people in the front. Let's do Sella's Accusation. That's the potential to kill the Bone Rabble. It didn't kill them. The Olive Loaf successfully dodged the goblet there, so that means that he's not going to get stress damage. Let's go ahead and grape shot these 3 here. Kill the two soldiers in the front there. Bayonet jab from the crossbowman. We'll go ahead and heal Olive Loaf again. And we're going to go ahead and let's do Incision on the Bone Courtier. Just kill him off and prevent more stress damage. And we'll smite the Arbalist. That didn't quite kill him. But this next round will get him, I'm sure. Go ahead and open Vein, which is... We'll take care of the problem. And we get a shovel and a portrait, as well as some gold. Fantastic. Let's move on to the next room. Alright. We are getting really close to getting below the radiant light limit, so let's light the torch again.
As the light gains purchase,
and that was a good... Except we got surprised. Which, that wasn't as good. Okay, so we got 2 Bone Rabble and 1 Bone Soldier. This isn't going to be too hard. Let's go ahead and use Illumination on the guy in the back. Let's see here. Chicken can't do too much up front here. We should move him back then. Let's go ahead and do a Zealous Accusation on the 2 Bone Rabble. Hopefully kill. We've got 1 of them. Let's see here. Let's do a pistol shot against the Bone Soldier. Alright, Graveyard Slash. He attacked Mordella, but for a little... Oh, crit on roast beef. That's not good. Okay, so now we can do Noxious Blast, which will hit for 2 to 4, or we could do 4 to 7. Let's just do this, and we critted him. So you see, we all lost some stress there because of that. Okay. Olive Loaf is going to need to move forward a bit. Let's go ahead and move him forward too. And we'll go ahead and heal our Crusader. for a little bit. And we will smite the bone rabble. And that takes care of that. Alright, so you got 550 gold and jade. Let's move forward. Oh, this is something I haven't seen before. Is this Altar of Light? A small holy order altar seems out of place against the backdrop of corruption. Okay, so this might be another place where we could get rid of a negative thing. Let's see here. Who should we have interact with this? Fear of Eldritch would probably come to bite us fairly soon. We could have Chicken Prey and eliminate Calm. That seems like a weird try to eliminate Calm. That seems like a weird thing to happen. You meditate and you become less calm or whatever. Let's see here. This one is the worst one. Let's go ahead and have him pray and see what happens. Oh, he got a buff, plus 20% damage. That'll help counteract his first round thing. Let's go ahead and light up a torch before going in there, and
a blazing star is born.
We encounter some enemies, and we surprise them, probably because we lit up the torch. Okay. Let's go ahead and Noxious Blast. I don't think it's gonna work too well. We could potentially kill off this bone rabble with our incision. We could disorient blast the bone courtier up one. That'll help it'll put him in front of the bone arbalist, which might not be the best thing in the world. Let's go ahead and do an incision on the bone rabble. Okay. And let's see here. We'll go ahead and have Mortadella heal herself. For this turn, we will have Olive Loaf do pistol shot at the bone courtier. Dodged it. Fantastic. And we'll do Zealous Accusation. Kill off that rabble. Alright. So, we brought up the Arbalist up so that you can't do range damage. That's good. Let's go ahead and maybe do another incision. Let's target the bone Arbalist. Okay. Let's do Grape Shot this time. Got all of them except for the bone courtier, which is the one that we wanted to get the most. Let's go ahead and let's do a Divine Comfort. And just heal everyone in the party. Okay. Let's do Zealous Accusation. Both dodged, huh? Guess I can't read. Okay. And do Bayonet Jab, which does 3 damage. Oh, critical! That's not good. No, roast beef, this cannot continue. Alright, let's do a Grape Shot again. Kill off the bone soldier and bring the Arbalist up to the front. That's fantastic. Let's target the bone courtier with our incision. And we'll go ahead and do another Zealous Accusation. Ah, critical! Yes. Yeah, that's gonna lower everybody's stress a little bit. You get 1,000 gold 2 busts, and an onyx. Go ahead and take all that. And now we're going to have Olive Loaf try and pick the lock on the sarcophagus. It's trapped, but he resisted. Alright. Let's go ahead and move to the next room, then. How are we doing on light? Okay. At 94, 88. We don't have to worry about kleptomaniac anymore, so. Because we found the, got surprised. Alright. Sent our Crusader all the way to the back. Okay, so. Let's, go ahead and do open vein on one of these soldiers here. And, can't move them back much farther. Let's, Let's see here. Noxious Blast would blight them for 2 points per round for 3 rounds, or bleed them. Those are both damage over time, things. Let's go ahead and do Blight. Main thing about Blight is that it can affect undead as well as humans. Okay. Olive Loaf is at death's door, so we really need to get him out of there. He can, let's go ahead and do a full peel on him. Just to get him up as high as possible. That, skeleton back there passed. That's interesting. I guess you can't do anything from back there. Speaking of people who can't do anything, let's move you forward. And let's move Olive Loaf back too. So now our Crusader's at least in the top row here. Let's just move everyone around. Take that turn just to move everyone around. Okay. Olive Loaf's at death's door again. That's not good. Let's go ahead and heal him again. We healed him for 5. That's good. They're going to keep on targeting Olive Loaf, though. Hit us with Bump in the Night. Alright. Let's hit them with a Zealous Accusation. They dodged that. Alright. Let's do a Grape Shot Blast. They dodged that. Man. These are some shifty skeletons. He's at death's door again.
Facing the abyss.
Alright. Let's do Noxious Blast on Bone Soldier here. It's gonna kill him. We'll do Divine Grace again on Olive Loaf. Man. Olive Loaf is taking all the aggro. Alright. Our Crusader got some damage there, though. Blight killed the other one.
Perhaps the turning point.
Killed the Bone Soldier there. Let's do Zealous Accusation on these two. That was pretty effective. Not a crit, but, you know, it's better than nothing. Let's, we'll attack the one in the back here and kill him. And we'll smite this one. Kill them. Alright. That could have gone better, but at least we're all alive still, and we can move forward. First we'll light a torch, though.
The light, the promise of safety.
Okay, and in here we're going to have an encounter. It's like a Bone Defender, Bone Soldier, Bone Arbalist, and Bone Courtier. Chicken's going to take some stress damage there. We should do Pistol Shot against the Bone Courtier, I think. 67% chance to hit, as opposed to 75% chance to hit here. I think it would be worth it. Worth taking the chance, but apparently it didn't work, so whatever. Let's go ahead and do Divine Comfort to heal all the party. Even though it was only for 1 damage, 1 damage spread across the whole party is better than nothing. Okay. So we're going to do a, let's do a disorienting blast. No, let's not do that. Let's do an incision against the bone soldier here. Yeah, that's gonna crit him. And, okay, now we're on to round 2. Olive Loaf is not looking too good. Let's go ahead and do Grape Shot Blast. But all of them dodged it. Alright. Fantastic. Let's do Divine Grace on Olive Loaf, since he seems to be drawing all their aggro. Let's go ahead and attack the let's go attack the Arbalist. Yeah. Okay, 4 damage. And let's do a Zealous Accusation. Let's go dodge that. Oh. Come on. Okay. We're gonna do Grape Shot Blast. Or I'll dodge it, of course. This is,
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Alright, that was a critical. Let's go ahead and heal everyone up. 1 damage for 1 health. We'll go ahead and try Zealous Accusation again. It's got an 80% chance to hit, so should hit. But okay, it did hit that time. But you know, like XCOM, this game is you know, sometimes it does feel like the less likely option does happen more often than it should. But that's just like oh, what's that called? Observational bias or something like that. The observer effect. Something I don't remember the name of the fallacy. It is probably actually going on with the correct probability, but it's
cannot be left unanswered.
because we as humans we try to search for patterns. So if we see a pattern of negativity, then we're more likely to seek that out and say that the game is rolling badly more often than not. Okay. So we can do Zealous Accusation here. That hasn't been doing too well for us. Let's go ahead and let's go after the Bone Defender here, maybe. Let's smite him. That did some damage. Dodged his attack. Let's he's getting pretty low. Let's Divine Grace him. Up to max. Give him maximum heals. Okay, we got hit by our
set the stage for heroism.
Got hit with the Shrust Goblet for yeah, I see now. This Bone Courtier is 63% chance to hit, so so that might be why maybe it's taking the lowest number possible. I don't know. For these attacks. Alright, let's just kill off this guy with a smite, and we will do Divine Comfort for everyone, heal all the party, and we'll do an incision against the Born Courtier for 8 damage. Of course, he's going to resist bleed. And we'll do another incision to finish him off. Alright.
This expedition at least promises success.
A gold torch and a jade. And that was the last encounter. Let's see here. There's still one more encounter in this hallway there. Shall we go? We might as well. I don't think we're too bad off. Could be worse. Let's go ahead and pick up this torch. Oh, we should reorganize the party before we forget. Let's see here. Is he gonna be fine back there? Yeah, he'll be fine. Okay, we surprised them, which is a good turnabout there. Let's go ahead and grape shot these guys. He's gonna dodge the grape shot back there. Let's hit them with Zealous Accusation. It's gonna kill one of them. And we will do a Noxious Blast on the Bone Courtier. Hopefully take him down. That did a number on him. And we're going to do Divine Comfort from the back here. Okay, that was a good first round. Let's go ahead and do some more Grape Shot damage. We're going to kill off the guy in the front. It's going to give us a bayonet jab. It's only 3 damage. Not too bad. And then he's going to do... He's not going to splash us with his... I guess he's too close. That's good to remember. Alright, so... Let's give him... He's only got 2. Let's just incision him. Yeah, just kill him. Kill that guy off. And then we'll smite this guy. And we'll do a crit on that guy. So that's fantastic. Yeah. Alright, so we do 100 gold, a shovel, jade, and busts. 2 busts. We'll take all of that, of course. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and move forward. We'll burn a torch.
In Radiance, may we find
and we'll see what's in this room. Nothing at all. Alright, let's go ahead and exit the dungeon. That was a pretty nice first run, I think. Alright. Hold on. Come on, game. Well, this is early access, folks. I'm hoping it didn't crash here. Never had this happen when I've exited a dungeon before. Okay.
Room by room, hall by hall, we reclaim what is ours.
That's good. I mean, I haven't heard of any problems that people have been having. I haven't heard any problems people... What am I trying to say? I have not heard of people having any problems with this game, so... But it is an early access, so, you know, do bear that in mind. It is still in development. But it's very feature complete for what it is. Okay, so we got everyone up to level 1. Let's see what we got. Steady. That's a good one. The Yips. -5 accuracy. That's not good for a ranged class, Olive Loaf. You should probably try and steady your hand. Ruminator. -10% stress heal. That's not good, chicken. +15 stun resist is good, though. Demonomania. Believes is possessed by demons. Huh. Well, I wonder what will happen with that. That doesn't sound great. Okay, let's return to town and go ahead and put these guys in the in their get some
Our
stress
family
relief
name,
going.
once so well regarded, is now barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
Okay, let's go ahead and put them in like the tavern or the abbey here. Let's see here. Yes, we already know that. Okay, so
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The abbey calls to the faithful.
all right, so this is going to be one of the ways we this is going to be one of the ways that we relieve stress on our characters. We can go ahead and upgrade them using the heirlooms that we've been getting. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's increase stress recovery
A man in a robe, claiming communion with the divine.
on all these different
Madness.
different things here. And let's see here. Do any of these? He's not allowed to gamble. Okay, let's put him in the meditation. In meditation. Go ahead and do that. You are a ruminator, so you can't be healed as easily. I don't think we'll have any of them flagellate themselves.
Fresh kegs.
That sounds like it
cars,
could
and
do all
curtained
kinds of
rooms
things.
Promise solace to the weary.
We'll
and
go ahead and
broken
have
alike.
upgrade everything in here. If we can, we can't. We can't upgrade the brothel, but we can send. Let's see here. Let's send Mortadella to the bar and Chicken to the gambling hall. Alright, fantastic. Well, that's going to do it for our episode. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please don't forget to click on the like button, as it does help out the channel, and of course subscribe for future updates. And as always, I'll see you next time. Take care.